Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? I wanted to lock in a little earlier than usual. It is 8:23 my time. I know I'm usually on by about 8:30, but we got a little bit going on this morning, so I wanted to lock in early. That way I can get on these charts as early as possible. So what do we have for today, guys? Well, you guessed it, the same levels we've been trading on, I would say now for the past about 3 weeks. So when price came down to 5,600 and then dropped below and then made a huge recovery back all the way to 5,660, and now we're just hanging around about 5,630. Yesterday we were just hanging out at 5,660 and price got shot down. So that remains to be seen what happens today. That 5,660 has been holding for quite some time. See, it came back, tested it, shot it down, tested it, shot it down somewhat, didn't have enough juice, actually broke through, and then also got shot down yesterday. So that does remain to be seen what's going to happen today. We do have a little bit of news coming out. We have the ISM manufacturing PMI and ISM manufacturing prices. Now, if you're asking what those are, let's take a look. Let's see. So, actual greater than forecast is good for a currency. Released monthly on the first business day after the month ends. Next release date, October 1st. Above 50 indicates industry expansion. Below indicates contraction. Why traders care? It's a leading indicator of economic health. Businesses react quickly to the market conditions, and their purchasing managers hold perhaps the most current and relevant insight to the company's view of the economy. So now, if this number is higher than 50, that means the industry is expanding, whatever it is. But as you can see, as of late, we haven't been really expanding a whole lot. Actually, the markets have been in sort of a contraction phase when it comes to things like that. And then we also have ISM manufacturing prices. Now you wonder what that is. It says actual greater than forecast is good for a currency. It's released monthly as well, all at the same time. This is a component of PMI, but reported separately as an inflation gauge. So it's pretty important, guys. Above 50 indicates rising prices. Below indicates falling prices. It's a leading indicator of consumer inflation. When businesses pay more for goods and services, the costs are usually passed on to the customer. It's business 101, guys. So above 50 indicates rising prices. Prices rose. Prices really rose. It would say prices dropped, but it's still above 50, above 50, above 50. So, you know, anything above 50 indicates rising prices. So as you can see, prices rose, higher, fell, rose a little bit. So that does remain to be seen how it's going to affect the markets today. We are still getting shot down past 5630. So that remains to be seen what happens, guys. You know, we got a lot going on this morning. If we do get shot down, then we're looking to get back down to about 5,600 on the day, I believe. But that does remain to be seen, guys. It is 8:27 my time. Still a little early for me to trade, but we'll go ahead and gauge what's happening. I did take a trade yesterday. Took a little bit of an L because there wasn't a whole lot of volume when I started trading, so I took a little bit of an L. I think we lost like $300, but not a big deal. We're still up on the account overall, so not a big deal. Losses happen. So now we're 1 for 9 or however many trades we've taken, or 1 for 6 or something like that. But anyway, we're gonna jump in these markets. I am mitigating risk. I did drop down from 2 contracts to 1. That way I can just sort of mitigate risk, not risk too much. But let's see what happens this morning and if we do take any trades. But that remains to be seen, guys. As always, enjoy the show. All right, fam. So looks like we are done for the day. We did get stopped out a little early, but that's okay. I mean, I caught a pretty good chunk of this trend here, and it just kept on going and kept on going. So my analysis earlier was if we break down below 5630, which is something we've been trading on for the past, I don't know how many weeks now, damn near a month, it was going to see 5600. It wanted to see 5600. So sure enough, bam, just blasted past 5600. My next thought would be down to about 5570, which is where price reversed the last time. So at 5600 is where price reversed previously, the previous two times. So bam, reversed, bam, reversed. But now that it's blown past 5600, the next reversal point was 5570 when we got that major run up back to 5660, and that was a huge run. I mean, there was not a seller in sight, so that remains to be seen. But if you look at the overall, guys, the market has just been in a giant range, you know what I mean? And this is on an hourly chart, so the market itself has been in a giant range. But as I always say, you can find trends in, you know, hourly charts if you drop down to a time frame. Now I do trade Renko charts, so it's easy to find trends when markets make big moves. Like yesterday, I took that little loss because there was no volume. Now my strategy requires a lot of volume, but when volume does pick up, my strategy just runs. It performs incredible. But so I believe the next point would be about 5570 before we see any more bulls come back in. But now, considering today was a news event day, so the news event happened, and as soon as news came out, markets dropped. So we are going to be looking for the reversal when the market starts to cool down. So, you know, after news, you wait a little while, let the market cool off, and then we'll start back again. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm cool with that for the day. I made my loss back and then some, so I'm not even worried about it in the overall grand scheme of things. We're still up about, well, now with today's trade, a little over 10% on the account. And I've only had this account, this is gonna be my second week having it, and I already took a payout. So yeah, I already secured profits. I'm done for the day. I may or may not continue to keep watching these charts. It is still early in the trading day, so I may or may not continue to keep watching these charts to see if there's a certain reversal point. But as far as today goes, it's just a lot of bearish sentiment. Now I really don't go based off of you know, the news on the TV and things like that. I kind of gauge the sentiment happening around the conversation, if you know what I mean. So I don't, if they say, oh, markets are, you know, going short, yeah, I listen to that for the most part. But what I mainly listen to is how they're speaking. And when they bring on speakers, you know, one after the other, and seeing what they say, you know, to gauge their overall sentiment, because people are watching, you know, I watch Bloomberg in the morning. So Bloomberg is my thing. I don't watch regular news. I watch Bloomberg in the mornings before I get into these markets. So I gauge overall what they're saying and the kind of attitude towards what they're saying, if you get what I mean. But yeah, guys, today was a great day for us. I did trade one contract, so it wasn't as big of a winning day, but a W is a W nonetheless. So I'm super pumped, excited about my day today. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. Now, if you're going to continue trading, even if you watch this, because this is today's Tuesday, so this video will be coming out Wednesday. Check out 5570 if you're trading ES. Maybe if it has enough juice to make it to 5570, which I believe it does. It may make a small reversal back to 5600 or somewhere around that range and drop further, or it may just reverse from here. But the likelihood of it just reversing from here, I don't really see that happening. Because if you look at my volume here, volume is above like 46, and that's a lot. That's super high. So I don't see it just stopping on a dime and going back up, but I could be wrong, you know. So it's all speculation, guys, until I'm trying to analyze the markets to actually get into a trade. But yep, as always, guys, I appreciate y'all for watching, and as always, stay sharp, stay steady, and trade well, and we'll see y'all on the next one.